Finally, a Dragon Ball mobile game that actually feels like it's trying to go all out. And bro, this one caught me completely off guard because we're talking about Dragon Ball Legendary Warrior, a new Gacha RPG packed with Dragon Ball characters, insane transformations, rare units, and a progression system that can get seriously addictive. But here's where things get wild. This game is being offered through X7Game with a 0.1. This is a system. Because the first rewards, they're actually crazy. And yes, there's Super Saiyan 5 Goku involved. So if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you already know we have to investigate this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but how do I even play this? Don't worry, I got you covered. The game is available through X7Game and the process is way easier than I expected. First, open the X7Game platform. Go to the Me section, then register using your email. Complete the verification, log into your account, and once you're inside, just search Dragon Ball Legendary Warrior. Find the game, hit download, and let it do its thing. The game is around 1.08 gigabytes on version 5.0, so make sure you have enough storage before installing. And the best part, it supports both Android and iPhone, so whether you're rocking Android or iOS, you're good. I'll leave the platform details in the description and pinned comment so you can find everything quickly. Now, once that download finishes, that's where things get really interesting. The moment you boot this thing up, the first thing that hits you is just how much Dragon Ball energy is packed into it. You're immediately thrown into a world built around collecting characters, upgrading your squad, unlocking abilities, and chasing stronger transformations. And this isn't just, here are 5 characters, have fun. Nah, there's a whole roster to build around, different characters, different rarities, different upgrades, and transformations that Dragon Ball fans are obviously going to recognize. The whole gameplay loop is basically designed around one question: how broken can I make my team? And bro, that question is dangerous, because once you start getting stronger characters, you immediately want another one, then another, then you're upgrading the one you just pulled, then you realize there's another transformation, and suddenly, 3 hours have disappeared. Yep, that kind of game. The combat is where the Dragon Ball fantasy really starts coming alive. You're building your team, sending your characters into battle, activating abilities, and watching the screen fill with attacks. And when those special attacks start flying, that's when the game starts cooking. You've got energy blasts, big finishing attacks, character combinations, and that classic Dragon Ball feeling of constantly trying to push your team beyond its current limit. It's basically the mobile RPG version of, okay, but what if I make him even stronger? And then you do. But honestly, the characters are probably the biggest reason Dragon Ball fans are going to stick around, because this game leans hard into rare characters and powerful transformations. And one of the biggest examples, Super Saiyan 5 Goku. Yeah, Super Saiyan 5. That alone is enough to make Dragon Ball fans stop scrolling, because collecting characters isn't just about getting another unit. It's about chasing those rare transformations that make your roster look completely ridiculous. And when you finally pull something rare, that feeling. W. Straight W. But now, we need to talk about the feature that makes this version stand out. 0.1. So, the idea is simple. Eligible in-game purchases can be reduced to around 1% of the original price through the X7Game platform. So instead of spending the kind of money that can make your bank account cry, the platform is designed around dramatically cheaper purchases. And for a Gacha RPG, that can completely change the experience. Because resources matter, character progression matters, upgrades matter, and if you can get resources without dropping huge amounts of money, that can make the progression feel way more accessible. Now obviously, always check the exact price and offer shown on the platform before purchasing, but the concept? Absolutely wild. And now, let's talk about the free stuff, because if you're starting this game, you do not want to ignore the beginner rewards. X7Game users can receive registration bonuses, including free gacha pulls and resources to help you get your account started. But there's an even bigger reward package, the first recharge gift pack. And this thing is actually stacked. You can get 50 Super Saiyan 5 Goku fragments, 20 Super Energy Bombs, and 3 Breakthrough Source Stones, 50 fragments for Super Saiyan 5 Goku, That's the kind of starter reward that can immediately make you rethink your entire team. So if you're going to start playing, claim your available beginner rewards as soon as possible, because nobody wants to find out later that they skipped free resources sitting right in front of them. And according to the available player feedback, the reception has been positive. Players highlight the variety of characters, the rare transformations, and the overall progression system. One recurring idea is that the discounted purchase system can make progression feel faster and more accessible compared with traditional gacha setups. And I can understand why. Because Dragon Ball is basically perfect for this type of game. You start with a weaker squad, you grind, you summon, you upgrade, you unlock stronger characters, then eventually, your team goes from looking like a random group of fighters to looking like the freaking Tournament of Power just started. So, is it actually worth playing? Here's my take. If you're looking for a Dragon Ball game where you can collect characters, build teams, chase rare transformations, and constantly upgrade your roster, Dragon Ball Legendary Warrior is definitely worth checking out. It's especially interesting if you enjoy gacha RPGs, because there's always another character, another upgrade, another summon, another transformation, and another reason to say, okay, one more pull, and we all know how that story ends. You press it, you get something insane, and suddenly you're yelling at your phone. Dragon Ball Legendary Warrior isn't trying to reinvent Dragon Ball. It's taking everything people love about the franchise. Characters, transformations, power progression, collecting, and gacha. Then throwing all of it into one mobile package, and the 0.1 Z system is easily the feature that makes this particular version interesting. Add in the beginner rewards, the Super Saiyan 5 Goku fragments, the huge character collection, and support for both Android and iPhone, and you've got a game that Dragon Ball fans should absolutely have on their radar. But now I want to know, would you actually play Dragon Ball Legendary Warrior if you could build a stacked Dragon Ball team without spending crazy amounts of money? Or do you think traditional Dragon Ball games are still better? Drop your answer in the comments. And tell me which character you would build your entire team around. Goku? Vegeta? Broly? Or somebody completely unexpected? If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next insane mobile game discovery, because we're always hunting for the next hidden gem, the next broken anime game, and the next game that nobody is talking about yet. So, this is your brother Uzumak, see you in the next video, and of course, with new games, peace out!